Hey guys, I just wanted to take a minute really quickly and talk to you for a second about property taxes. So I know it's regular tax season that's kind of upon us, but for some reason it's now that everyone also starts to think about their property taxes and their property tax for the upcoming year. So, fun facts. Property taxes are in the state of Utah attached to the value of the home. And we have assessors that go out and they assess the value of the homes in different neighborhoods, and your property taxes can go up. I was recently in Sonoma and had the awesome opportunity to learn about property taxes there in Sonoma, California. And it was so interesting for me to hear that locals there often stay in their homes that they have lived in forever because their property taxes don't increase. So right now, if they've owned a home within their family for, 50 years, their property taxes or whatever they were set at 50 years ago. And then as soon as they sell, that is passed on to the new buyer at whatever the purchase price was. So as we all know, those homes in Sonoma are going for a lot more money than they did 50 years ago. And so the people are buying these homes, they can't really sell and move somewhere else only because of their property taxes. The property taxes would skyrocket for those people. So here in Utah, ours are assessed all the time. And some of the real estate things that they can take into place to assess those values are not what you might think. So a lot of people are wondering what in Utah we can disclose. So Utah is a non-disclosure state. So we do not share the property values, the sales prices. We do not put those on Zillow. If you see an agent putting those on Zillow, we're not doing that. That's not what we're supposed to do. We don't put those values out there because we are a non-disclosure state. And in our agreement with you, we state that we're going to keep that confidential. So people who are putting those values on Zillow and other areas are impacting all of their neighbors, the entire community, in increasing those property taxes. Where those who use the MLS, that information stays within the MLS so that we can use it for comps on values for selling the homes. So just, a fun fact, something to take into consideration that your property taxes are due on November 30th. So for 2021, they are due on November 30th. They are considered late on December 1st. Usually those are tied in with your loan if you have a mortgage. If not, that's just something to know. You can default for 4 years before they can foreclose on your home due to unpaid property taxes. But our property taxes go to a lot of different things that are really important to our community. And it's just something to know that you want to make sure that you are using an agent who is honest, who is following the laws. And if you have any questions, there's actually some really cool information at utahpropertytaxes.org. I think that's actually changed now. It's propertytaxes.utah.gov. So propertytaxes.utah.gov. And you can go in there and you can see all sorts of information about your community, your neighborhood, what the taxes look like, what they looked like 50 years ago. It's very, very interesting information. So I highly recommend you get to know your property taxes so that when it comes down to November or when you get your estimated tax bill in October, that you are armed with information to be able to make sure that you are being taken care of. Last thing, one more thing, in Wasatch County specifically, if you are closing on a home, they always tax your home as a second home. Automatically, out the gate, you purchase a home, it's going to come up as a second home. It's important that you go to the assessor's office and change that to be your first home if it's your first home. So a lot of people are like, oh, the title company didn't. It's not the title company. It's awesome if they arm you with that information and give you the documentation, but that's something that you should know, your agent should know, they should tell you. You got to make sure that you go in and change your home, if it's going to be a primary residence, to a primary residence in Wasatch County. So any other questions about property taxes? I'd love to answer them. People are talking taxes, and that's the one I know. Thanks.